Hi, in this video we will create a simple Python visual using Power BI desktop. Go to drop down and drag the Python script visual onto the canvas. And once we do that, there is a Python script editor also opens up on the bottom, and you can resize the Python visual and start adding the values. So as you can see, we can resize the visual, and let us try to add say decade bin from our UFO sightings table, and let us look for it. The decade bin, yeah, we can add the decade bin here. And also we'll try to use month name from the calendar table. Let us open up that and add that value to it. So month name. And finally, we'll try to use total sightings measure that we have created earlier. So we'll try to create a very simple visual. As you can see, Dataset has all those values in it, and you can start adding the code here. There are a couple of options. You can use external editor, or you can run type this code here itself and run it. So run the script within this window itself. So let us try to click the external IDE. Say in this case I'm using Visual Studio Code. It will open up, and as you can see, it has already loaded certain Python packages. As you can see, Matplot library and pandas and etc. And once you have that, you can start typing code here and test it out. And finally, once you're happy, you can add copy the code onto the script editor window on Power BI desktop. Since today is we are trying to use a very simple Python code, so we don't have to type anything in this IDE, but any complex codes you can do that. You can use external IDE. That way it is very easy for you to go step by step and test the code before we finally add it to Power BI desktop. So let us try to create a visual. Let us try to use a couple of libraries. Let us try to import maybe Matplot library as a first step, and let us try to import that. And let us try to use another library called as Cbond, and we'll try to import that too, and make sure that these packages are already installed in your Python environment. And we'll use Cbond as SNS. And once we have those two libraries, it's a pretty simple single line code, so that we can start using that. I think Cbond is named after a West Wing TV show character. So that's what I understand from their package. So once we have that, we'll try to use a line plot. We'll create a line plot, and there are a couple of parameters it expects. The data is the dataset, as we have seen earlier, and for the x-axis we can add say decade bin as the x-axis, as we have three values in our visual. So let us try to use x-axis decade bin, so that we have a line plot. On the x-axis you have the decade bin, and secondly, and we can add for the y, we can add the total sightings, so that you have a line plot. And finally, for hue, we can add month name. Like I said, this is a very simple visual. We just wanted to demonstrate that we can also use Python and its libraries and create a visual in Power BI desktop. So once we do that, and plt.show will give us the visual up top, and we are happy with the code. As I said, it's a very simple Python script, and once we click on run script, you can see the visual is created up there. And I mean, you can make all the changes whatever you want, the look and feel, but I just wanted to make sure that we have a very simple script. And you can make the changes to the title. Let us try to change the name of the particular title of this visual to line plot using Python, so that it will be appropriate. Let us try to change the alignment to center. So let us try to maybe add a divider, and also we can try to add some background to it. And yeah, this looks good. This is very simple way, but make sure that you have enabled Python and installed Python and added all those packages. And when you use this visual in a report page, you can add maybe any kind of slicers. In this case, I am trying to use day part as a slicer, so that if you click on any, if you make any selections on those values, the visual also will change. It's the same functionality like any other native visuals or custom visuals you use in Power BI. So this might take a little while because the dataset has a pretty large dataset. But for us to understand, you can also use slicers, and you can make selections, and based on the selections also, the visual will change accordingly. So I think this is a simple way to look at it, and Python visual also can be created using Power BI. And since Python has a lot of libraries, one can use those libraries and create visuals which are normally not available in your native visuals or custom visuals. So I think this is another way of trying to use both Power BI and also Python and create visuals. So we have already seen, we have already created R script visual in the previous video, and this is another way to do it. And thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.